Good night. Blessings, my family. Welcome. Blessings and welcome to another episode of the All Over It podcast. Yes. Today, October 13th, 2025. Today is All Over It podcast episode 24. All about AI. The future is now, where I will be demystifying AI, talking about how it works, how to use it, and how to win with it specifically. Yeah. As usual, we growing, we growing. New viewers, new subscribers, new energy every week. Yeah. And I appreciate it. Every one of you who's been liking, who's been sharing, commenting, supporting the journey. Love. Oh, that's love. As always, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. We're still pushing for that 1K mark on YouTube. So drop something in the chat, drop a comment, drop a like, share it with a friend, anybody you know that need to hear this. So as always, like I say, drop a chat, comment in the chat if you want to get shout out on the live, because I can't see who watching. I could just see people watching, yes, but I don't know who. So send a little comment if you want to get shout out in the chat. Love alone. Last week, we wrapped up the financial literacy series with a powerful debrief. And today we're getting into artificial intelligence, something new and exciting. Yeah. So I hope you're ready. I have a good one in store for you. Yeah. Big up yourself one time, Trevor. DJ in the building. Shout out Grey Gums one time too in the chat. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Yeah, like I say, last week we end the financial literacy series. If you don't get to check it out, trust me, worth a watch. Every episode was powerful, something different, but something good every time. And show you have opportunities and avenues to gain wealth. You know? But just know I ain't no financial advisor. But yeah, today, AI, we talking about AI. I actually right now doing a AI certification, which even before doing that, I was already diving into AI using many different AI platforms. But we can dive into a good bit of them today. But before we get into everything, I can give you my short motivational message. And for anybody who been here from the start, my motivational message used to be about 5 minutes maybe, but now we're keeping it short. We want to give you what you came for, but still a little motivation is necessary and it's always good. So one thing I gotta say, specifically motivation about AI today. I want to say AI might sound futuristic to some, but the truth is the future is already here. The question isn't whether AI will take over, it's whether you learn to take advantage of it. Like every major shift from when the internet was created, when computers was created, when smartphones was created, the ones who learn to use it early are the ones who thrive later. So I said that to say, don't fear AI, train it, test it, and make it work for you. So, yeah, like I say, today we're going to be diving into it. And for anybody who accustomed, they know I don't just be here talking, running my mouth. No, I just show you things. I just give you visual so you could see what I'm talking about. And today ain't no different. So yeah, today I plan to go through, of course, ChatGPT as the most common, most popular one, but they have a lot of other ones that just like ChatGPT. You know, I have ones that to be used for creating images, ones that are used for creating videos, ones that are used for creating storybooks, for books itself, ones that are used for so much features and so much ways and things that you could do with many different AI. And me, I've been putting it to the test. I've been trying different things and seeing what really working, what all they could really do. You know, so we're gonna dive into that here today. I like this. We say next time let's talk about when we SXM start a business out of SXM. What about the tax you got to pay in your homeland and abroad, etc.? Yeah, that's a good topic to talk about for sure. For sure, for sure. But yeah, like I say, today diving right into it, and let me bring up my screen here. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, so but we ain't in the snow, but diving right into it. So what is AI? As this website says, AI, or artificial intelligence, refers to computer systems designed to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, and decision making. Instead of following explicit programming, AI systems learn from data, identify patterns, and improve their performance over time. Common applications include voice assistant, recommendation systems, and self-driving cars, all of which leverage complex algorithms to process information and generate outcomes. Nice. So that's a nice official definition, but if we had to get a little more simple, I could say artificial intelligence is a set of technologies that allow machines to learn, adapt, and perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, which is us. Yeah. Now, said another way, same thing. Technology is designed to think, learn, and respond the way we do. You know, it's not magic. It's an algorithm or a computer system plus the data, whether you give it or that it finds online, wherever, and it's trained. So, meaning it learns over time and gets better over time. So, think of it like having a super assistant that never does, so you still have to train your assistant for them to understand your goals, right? You got to let them know what you want from them. But once you give them their instructions in a clear, concise manner, they'll be able to deliver exactly what you want. So, like I say, consider the AI just like that. Some people are afraid, they feel like it's going to take over for them, but it's like a helping hand. It's your super assistant. And trust me, it's very assistive. Big up yourself one time, David. Shout out David in the chat. Yeah, 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 yeah. And David certified. Don't forget it. Anyways, yeah. So I want to start after giving you this definition by pulling up a few different AIs. So here we have ChatGPT, which right now they are on Model 5, which I'll come back to ChatGPT because I have a lot of work I done on ChatGPT. And that's where the focus of this mm, episode will be. But I'll touch on some other ones that are good as well. Perplexity is another good one. I just use it here and there. Right now, ChatGPT is like 90%, then Perplexity 10%. Let me say 9 here and there. That's double with like some of the other ones like Gemini and so on. But then other than that, it's like other AI for other tasks. But yeah, Perplexity more prominent for like deep research. So when you use Perplexity, it'll give you like sources of different things. So you see, it even give you like maybe ideas of things that you might find interesting or examples of searches that you could put in. So let's say maybe if you decide you want to see OpenAI Broadcom custom AI chip B, you could click on that and you see it give you see some sources here, and then it give you the information that you're looking for, and you could go click the web page, it'll open it, so you could really check back and verify. So that's one thing I like about the Perplexity and even ChatGPT as well, but Perplexity more prominent for it. The fact that you could see and verify and check back where these information was sourced to verify that it's valid information. So let's say anything you decide you want to search. Let's say maybe you want to do a comparison of okay, iPhone and Android, and yeah, it'll analyze key differences, searching through different websites, even give you visuals so you could see it have like bar graphs and different graphs and things to show, and then they give you the information. So popularity and market share. So they give you the different segments or categories that they do the comparison by, device variety and customization, ecosystem, these different categories, as I said, and then they break it down at the end. So yeah, like I said, Perplexity is the best for haha. I come in with the AI video, man. Don't worry. Perplexity is very good for especially like those people that really want information that is back checked. Let me say like that. So you could go back check and check, verify the information for yourself and things of that nature. Claude AI is also a similar like chat GPT, let's call it. I used this once or twice, but I don't really use it much. But as you can see, it says AI for problem solvers. One thing I could say from my research, it says Claude is good with calculations, so like numbers and doing calculations of different amounts that you were really important in. And yeah, so let's say you want to use ChatGPT. My recommendation is train it. So for me, I have the paid version of ChatGPT. That's why it says plus down here. But I went and I personalized my ChatGPT, my GPT. I went in here and I inputted custom instructions that I wanted to follow. So I say how I want it to address me, how I will address it, my writing style, how I usually start my sentences, and yeah, my voice basically. And then, like it say about me, nickname, occupation, and then in the more about me, I put my bio. So I went, I created or put together a nice organized bio, and I input it here for the GPT to get a better understanding of me, but also when I want, I could, you see, it says right here to activate my voice. I'll tell it write like me or make this sound like I Oliver wrote it, and it will do just so. So using the information I gave it, and let's say you could add like transcripts or let's say writing that you did. So let's say maybe if you put together like press releases or you write books, poems, or maybe you're a rapper, you have your lyrics. Maybe these are things that you could input into your ChatGPT custom instructions, whereas it could now more sound like you. Then, yeah, of course, enable customizations. One thing I want to mention as well is under data controls. Yes, they have improved the model for everyone. This is something I recommend you take a note of. So improve the model for everyone. I turned it off. So that is like because these are computer or technologies that are forever learning and adapting to information, you could use, or let's say the company could allow for your information to go into, let's say, the main database that then it'll be used to better or improve the chat GPTs. Now, I turn that off for privacy reasons because let's say maybe you might be discussing certain things on your chat GPT that you don't want to be public knowledge or in the accessible to other chat GPT users. Let me put it like that. You'll turn this off and then you're good to go. Now, keep in mind, of course, your data is still safe. You have cloud space. Don't feel like that means that now you're out of luck, you're just out in the cold. It just now give you a higher level of privacy as opposed to your information being all over the place and anybody have access to it. So that's one recommendation I have for anybody, especially if you rather your privacy, turn off this, turn off, improve the model for everyone. And yeah, I recommend turning on multi-factor authentication, although I don't have it on right now. But yeah, other than that, you could change different things. So you could voice, like dictate things to your ChatGPT and have it speak it back to you. So you could change the voice.
Hi there. Nice to meet you. I'm excited to help you get things done. Let's get started.
I have that one as mine, but you could change it if you want. You could put a voice.
Hey, how's it going? I'm looking forward to working together. Let's figure out where to start. What's on your mind?
Different thing. So it's up to you.
Hey there. I've
Personalize
got a
it.
really great feeling about us teaming up. How can I jump in and help?
Personalize it. So I just wanted to show that before I dive more deeper into like the projects and the other GPTs and those other things. One thing I want to touch on before I move on, David, you asked, are they free or you have to pay for them? So these GPTs, these programs are free. They have free versions, but currently I have the paid version of ChatGPT, which is $20 a month. Perplexity is free as well, but also has a pro plan as well, which I think is the same $20. So basically across the board, all of them the same. They free, so you could use them for free, but they have like credits or maybe a limited amount of usage. So let's say like the Chat GPT, for example. Before I paid for the pro version, the plus, then say I would use the Chat GPT and then it'll reach to a point, it'll tell me I exhausted the use of this GPT. So how it is, it'll have, so let me go in here, you could see, okay, I want to pull it up set. But anyways, so if you could see, it says ChatGPT 5 here at the top. They have legacy model GPT 4.0. So right now, everyone who has the free version has access to ChatGPT 5, which is the latest model. But how it would work is after you use it maybe for a certain amount of usage. So let's say maybe you on it all day and you have it working, creating maybe documents or images. One thing I could say, images does use up your freeness very quick. But with ChatGPT, I intend to say like after the limited access to the 5 is done, that you can't use it anymore. You still can use it. It just would revert to one of the lower or let's say legacy models. So when I had the free version, it was ChatGPT 4, and I would be using it, creating business plans, creating, let's say, generating images, different things. And after a while, it'll come up and tell me, well, I reached the limit for the day. And it tell me like I could still use it, but it's like throttled. Then let me say in that term. So like I say, you could still do things, you could even still generate things, but it would be throttled using the free version. So let's say, like I say, when it was 4.0, it'll throttle it down to 4.0 mini. Now that it's 5, I haven't used the free version myself since it has upgraded, but I would believe maybe it'll throttle down to 4. But nonetheless, yes, you could use it for free. You could get a lot out of it for free. Trust and believe. Okay. I was using this heavy, maybe at least a year and change now. And trust me, I get a lot of use out of it. I create a lot of different things. You could see flow plan. I got my own GPT right now. A lot of chats. A lot of chats. Hydroponic proposal, AI creation, copyright. Look, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, hey, this was a video I do that I created haha, wata. Hey, shout out, Hensley. Shout out to Hensley. Um, yeah, so Mike Tyson Paul, Jake Paul fight. When they had that fight, I did a YouTube video and I created a script for it using ChatGPT, Fed cut rate, script, story posts for the video, YouTube Premium in St. Martin, a lot. Trust me, I've used this. I've used ChatGPT. I've put it to work. Advanced air mobility overview, optimizing podcast streaming setup, Dutch look, cheap sugarcane juicer. Look, even like Hensley here, he'll understand this one. Dutch Minister Hamza in Korea had asked about some information about the Dutch minister that was in the conference that we went to. And yeah, ChatGPT been my best friend, really and truly. And yeah, my bestie. I call ChatGPT my bestie, straight up. So to answer this question from Ray, I gotta say, what about the save your business plan? Yeah, you got all your rights. So I created business plan in this for my agriculture business, for consulting, for others. I've created logos with this. Honestly, I don't really like the logo creator in this, but I'll come to another application for that. And yeah, I would say it's good. And in regards to safe and your rights, that's why for me I have it on private, so it's not open to everybody, in a sense of not that my information is just public information, you know. So I trust that my information is in my cloud, that only I accessing, and I know for sure these companies, these entities, they have good cyber security setup and thing, and they make sure they protect the data and all of the data. So I trust that everything I put here is safe. Once like I mentioned just now, I go in here in personalization and settings, and I go here to security and not sorry, data controls, and turn off this improve the model for everyone. Good. Good. Yes, intellectual property. Yes. So it is still your intellectual property. You ain't to say like because it's here, it belongs to anyone else. And that's a good question because I don't know if I could. I got so much chat here. I had a chat that I actually had discussed that with ChatGPT about the fact that, let's say, after something is generated or created from ChatGPT or whatever AI you use, that I was wondering if it would be copyrighted automatically or trademarked automatically for you. But no, you would still have to go and do that. So let's say if you create a book or if you generate some design or some type of framework, or you have your business plan and it's something that you hold there. So simple example, like I say, I create my business plan using my product that I bring into the market, my name and everything that I created, which is not copyrighted or trademarked, but I already decide that once I formulate everything, I will go and deal with, the proper dealing with the proper authorities to get my copywriting and trademarking and everything done. So let's say like here in St. Martin, they have BIP, the Bureau of Intellectual Property. Elsewhere, of course, in Holland, like where you are, they'll have an entity like that. Of course, in the US, of course, they have an entity for trademarking and copywriting. So it's just a matter of, let me say you write your book you copyright your book or whatever, maybe your phrase or whatever it is, so it's you. And yeah, you could just for fun create a logo for growing things, a plant logo. Yeah. Anyways, moving forward, I spoke about ChatGPT and Claude and Perplexity, which this one is Perplexity, and then Claude is another one. I want to mention some other creative uses of AI. So one other platform I use very frequently is Canva. So Canva now has their own Canva AI, which does a lot as well. They have a lot of capabilities with it now. But even before Canva AI, Canva was already a great platform for creating designs, whether a lot of different type of designs, whether it be thumbnails, whether it be presentations. Now you could create websites. Now you could do now you could do whiteboard, create spreadsheets right here in Canva. Now, same. I've done a lot of different uses in Canva. A lot. I've created logos for others. I've created my logo for this podcast. I've created banners for YouTube pages, created flyers, edits, a lot of different things. One thing I used it for a lot last year, I was the public relations officer of my Toastmasters club, and I used to have to create a lot of flyers, and especially the meeting flyers. I started using the AI generation for it. So let's say this background here was generated by AI. No, not that one. This one was generated by AI. This one was generated by AI. This one was generated by AI. And honestly, it was simple for me because after I created all of these, after a while, what I would do is just come here, duplicate, remove, let's say maybe these items, and then come in, look for the magic media, boom. And then let's say if I need a flyer for, let's say next month is diabetes awareness month, catchy image for flyer. I don't even have to put all of that. Generate image, and yeah, within seconds it can give me 4 images there I could choose from. If I don't like it, I could just generate again, or if I want, I could come here and edit the wording to maybe, give me something different. But then yeah, if I want, let me say I like this, I just click that, place it how I want, maybe layer it in the back, send it back. Sorry, send it backwards. Send it back, and then yeah, make it nice. That's just a simple example, but yeah, going back home, like I don't use this a lot. Come back to Canva AI. Literally, you could create anything. See, create a video clip. So David asks about video clips. Create a video clip. Design for me. Create an image. You could put what You see, whether you want it in 16 by 9 or 916, whatever orientation you want it, whatever style you want it. If you want it to be cinematic, if you want it to be like realistic, you could choose how you want it, and it's going to generate that image how you want. Good. Or like I say, if you don't want image, maybe if you want a draft or a document, a good example. No, not this one. Oh, that's why. Because I checked my, I don't do this. Yeah, I was trying to show some examples of work I did with the Canva AI, but yeah, it ain't giving me how I want it to give me. So yeah, we'll come back to that. But yeah, what I wanted to show you is like I was working on my website using Canva AI as well. Anyways, moving forward. Another image generation option is OpenArt, which as you can see, free. And most of these things, they work the same. They're simple. They just, you put in what you want and they give it to you. So whether you want video upscale, so maybe if you have a video in low resolution or low quality and you want it higher quality, you could upscale it. Image upscale, image to prompt, train a model, edit image, a lot of different things. But usually OpenArt is used for image generation using AI prompt. Now, this is even used for generating like floor plans and a lot of different uses. So I've been using this. As you could see, my free credits are almost exhausted. So I'll have to pay some money or upgrade if I want to continue using this specific platform. But like I say, they have so much options for free. Like I say, Canva is like I'll say the best because it's so user friendly. It's so interactive in a sense so you could really change and edit anything that you do. I like this. I like this. I like this. So if I really say, yeah, you got some good tips for us. Okay, good. I like that. I like tips because that's why I here sharing tips. And yeah. I like that. Change the image so what's gonna change. I like that. I like that. I like how you're thinking, Ray. And you know what I like mostly? First of all, Ray, let me say, I like the interaction. I like how you're there in the chat with me. Like, yeah, I feel like you're right here with me, self. And I like that this guy you're thinking. I like that this guy your mind running and you're seeing opportunities and possibilities. So that's a positive right there already. That's love. Real talk. So let me just move through. So yeah, like I say, OpenArt, image generation, a little bit of video generation as well. You could create stories, you could create characters. So this is the main one that people use when you see like people creating, let's say, an avatar of themselves and things. So let's say me, if I want to like be an avatar version here talking to you, I would use OpenArt to create my avatar. That's one of the common ones. They have another one too, Hey Gen. I actually didn't open know that think about it. But that's another good like avatar creator and things of that nature. Moving forward, Nano-Banana. And just to say, most of these, if not all of these options I share in here, you could just sign up or sign in using your Gmail account, your Google account. So that would be my recommendation, the easiest way to move forward. But if you prefer, you could just create your password, email a password, and then you do the verification. So yeah, that's why it is here. But anyways, I'll just close it for now. Nano-Banana, funny name, I know, but another advanced AI image generator. Now, LM basically the same. You describe what you want. You see an example, a majestic mountain landscape at sunset. That sounds so lovely. And yeah, you just type that in and then you press generate. Of course, I'll have to sign in to generate. It tells you how much credits, and you would have like a set amount of free credits once you sign up, check out terminology. But yeah, you put in your prompt or your text, and it will generate probably 3 or 4 images for you right at one time within seconds. As it say, image to image, but you could see up here it has a lot of other options to see AI video generation as well. So VO3 is something I come into. Sora 2 is another good one. But yeah, video generation, that is. Now, Ideogram, also not going to sign into that right now. I haven't used this yet, but I do plan to. It's very good for creating images with text on it. So you see, like, let me say you want to create your soda line and you want to generate a nice image to promote your soda. Or let's say my buy Hensley to sell hydroponic lettuce. Maybe you want to create a nice ad using an AI generated image with his lettuce in it. They have these different options, So things like these you could use to generate logos, generate images, and keep in mind all of these things you see here, even the people, AI generated. All these things you see here, AI generated, AI generated, AI generated. Now, the only thing with Ideogram, it is free, but it is public. So when you generate something on Ideogram, it'll come up in like a feed like this. So for me, I like privacy. But yeah, if you want to just create simple images, quick, maybe let's say if you're somebody that you just make like print on demand mugs or them things, this is a good platform to use to create designs quick, And then, yeah, now we're gonna move on to the video generation. So these ones I just shared, which is Canva, OpenArt, Nano-Banana, Ideogram, those are mainly image generators, but I'm going to go into some video generators now. So I specifically keep this page open, but I have 2 I already opened. Now for AI video generators, which you could just type in AI video generator, get some good options. But Invideo, I have used and dabbled with already. That is, AI video generator. I haven't used this one before, Hailu. I want to come down. I have used this already as well, VO3. So the 2 most popular right now, 3 then, let me see. For video generation, AI video generation are Invideo, the Sora 2, and VO3. Which Sora 2 and VO3 are from Google. But we come into that right now. Now moving on to the Invideo video generator. It's simple. So this is the web page. Generate AI videos with just text. Instantly turn your text input into published worthy video. Now, all them same, like I say, you press sign up, you press login. I recommend just using your Google account. But yeah, you don't have to put in no credit card. So let me also mention that all of these things I talk about, you don't have to, let me say, like put in a card to use it, or free trial. Yes, they have free trial for certain of them, but it ain't to say like free trial and you have to pay or that type of thing. No, all these ones I talk about so far is free to use. Yes, they have paid versions with more features, of course, but you could still continuously use these options even with the free version. They just maybe you'll have to come back tomorrow, or let me say you either get like a specific amount of credits for the day or maybe for the month, and once you exhaust that, then you just gotta kind of wait till that replenish. So yeah, it makes life a lot easier in that sense too. But if you have it and you could, why not just buy it? Yeah, but yeah, like I say, in video, fully AI powered video generation. Now I'll move on to VO3, Gemini. This is Google. Gemini is Google's AI platform. So like how we got ChatGPT and Perplexity, Claude, Gemini is a whole different one. Now, with Gemini VO3, they now create high quality 8-second videos for now. And all you gotta do is simply describe what you have in mind or upload a photo and watch your idea come to life with native audio generation. Good. Now understand, this here is AI generated. That look real, right? Okay. So let me go back. Because Ray tell me show the pay section. So for Invideo, this is yearly, you get a percentage off, but monthly you pay $35 per month, and it tells you what all you get. So they have a plus and a max. This is for Invideo. So they have 3 options: $35, $60, and $120. Oh, and the team. So if you want a team, option 2. So if you know you got business and you want your team with it, you could pay $1,000 per month and you get your team. But of course, you could try it for free. And if you're an enterprise, you could contact. Now let me rewind. Now back to ChatGPT. This is the plans, the pricing. So as you can see, my current plan, $20 a month, more access to advanced intelligence. So ChatGPT with advanced reasoning. A lot of different added features. You see, I get Sora video generation with my paid plan. Also, they have DALL, which is another image generator, which is also built into ChatGPT. But yeah, like I say, they have the plus plan, they have business, they have a pro plan, which is $200 a month, which, yeah, you get more options. Perplexity, let me show the plans. So they have the pro plan, $20 a month, or if you do annually, you save. Generally for all of them, if you do annual, you save, and then you upgrade to max for $200 a month. If you are educator, you could get it for free, basically. So as a student or a educator, you could get it for free. And as a business, they have their business plan as well. So 40 per month for Enterprise Pro, 325 for Max. Now, Claude, let me just show the pricing one time. Just so I could give everybody a understanding of everything. Pricing for individual, free. So you could try it for free and you tell you what all you get. For the Pro, $17 a month. And then they tell you everything you get. And then for the Max, $100. They tell you everything you get. And then same, they have team where they tell you how much that would be. And so on. Canva is $20 a month. Let me plans and pricing. So for individual, Canva is free. They have free version, $0 for one person. And the good thing about Canva too, you could collaborate with other people that are on Canva, so you could create teams and things of that nature. Now Canva Pro, it says 120 per year. So let me switch it to monthly. So you see Canva Pro is $15 a month. And then Canva Teams is $10 a month per person. Minimum 3 persons for Canva Teams. And then yeah, tell you everything you get. And all that comparisons and all that good stuff. OpenArt's pricing. Let me just click upgrade here. And yeah, it tell you everything. So it have the free version, which is my current plan. Then Essential, which is $7 per month. Matter of fact, let me go monthly, $14 per month. So you save 50% if you pay yearly. And it tell you everything you get, 4,000 credits, up to 4 one-click stories, a lot of different things, 4,000 images, a lot of features. But like I say, $14 per month is the first paid plan, $29 per month is the advance. Then they have Infinite for $56, and then the team plan is $30. Let me say $35, just round it up per month. And yeah, give you everything, tell you everything you get for what you're paying for. Nano-Banana, that is part of Google Gemini. So I'll come back to Gemini afterwards. Like I say, Ideogram is free, but most probably have a paid version. Bear with me, I don't want to go through all that signing process just for that. And yes, I did show this, and now coming back to VO3, like I say, VO3 is also a Gemini application. But yeah, I just wanted to show that these videos was made using AI alone. Like somebody just type in a text and these the images that you get, Look how beautiful that looks. That looks so realistic. That looks so realistic. And I'm gonna lie, I find these videos is a testament to how far AI has come as well, because I like how they have Gemini on his shirt. I find maybe even up to months ago, AI generated videos and images used to have like, you could have tell, let me just say simply like that. You could have tell it was AI generated, you could have tell, you could have see little loopholes, even like how I show the designs I do with Canva a little earlier in this episode. Like last year when I was using it, or even like in the beginning of the year when I was using it, like some of the images you'll get would be so off. Like some of the people hands maybe would be the wrong way or just off. And yeah, it come a long way. Really come a long way. Just understand all of these is generated by AI. AI. Good. So, like I say, this is VO3, but now I can go to Gemini. Gemini, like I say, is Google's AI platform. But of course, you can make cash with this. Of course, you can make cash with this. So this is the thing. All of these things I show is like opportunity for revenue, and is like I sharing this information. I sharing this information as a means of showing you what opportunity we have at our fingertips nowadays. And now it's for us to make offers and capitalize off of these tools that we have at our fingertips. For instance, let me say if you know people that need logos or flyers done, you could be that person. If you know somebody that needs short videos done, you could be that person. If you know somebody that need business plans done, you could be that person. And yeah, you just work it out. You make sure you know what you're doing. So the best approach is think on what you good at. Think on what you just do already. Something you does already provide. Let me say maybe if you go at boats, or maybe you know a lot about poetry, or maybe if you are an architectural designer, or like I say, maybe you're a business consultant that has already do business plans for companies, or put together maybe press releases, or different bodies are writing. These platforms now make your life a lot easier, make your work streamlined. So now, instead of you having to sit down hours and figure out what you're going to talk about, figure out how you're going to organize yourself and deliver, these tools here to help you. These tools here to make your life easier, to help you grease the road straight up. So it ain't such a friction all the time. So you ask, can we make cash with this? Yeah. They got people right now, let me say, making faceless pages, whether on YouTube, whether on Instagram, and these platforms that pay you for content. I mentioned that more than once on this podcast. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. All of these social media platforms, they just pay you, they just pay we. Anybody on TikTok, look, I got a friend does make TikTok videos. They know. They just do these things because why? The more videos you make, the more you got people watching you. TikTok that be checking like, okay, you helping contribute to the viewership of our platform, so we're gonna be a little change. So if you want, you could say, you know what, I can generate videos using VO3 and just post them on a Instagram page, make viral videos that going engage with people, and has money in the bank right there. Or like I say, if you rather a more active instead of passive stream, you could make it an offer. Make it that you offer creating these different designs, or maybe creating or help with creating business plans, or whatever the your forte is. Let me say like that, So for sure, cash is being made with this. And right now, this is the wave. That's why all the big companies trying to get into AI and trying to adopt AI in the business, because they see that's where it's at. That's where the money being made right now. And it making their life easier, because now, apart from all these creating images and the creating and the generating, it's automation. So it making your life easier, because let me say, maybe now if you had to spend 10 hours sitting down, maybe going through customer complaints, let me say maybe use technical support or maybe use customer service, and you got to spend so much hours going through all of these different complaints or whatever it is. Now you could use AI to automate the work. Or another platform I actually going to show in a little while is N8N or Zapier, or even they have another one, Lindy AI, which is Lindy. Whereas these is automation AI platforms. So if you know every day you want to see the weather, maybe like a good example and a research video I was watching about AI and these automation. The guy talk about how he'd go on like daily runs, so he'd go like on morning walks, like we call it. And he used AI to scan the internet to check the weather in his area, to check to see how his different regular paths he does go would be. So when he wake up, he don't know, okay, the weather going to be this. And he done, well, AI help him decide which route he should take, and, just streamline your process. Another example, something I was looking into, something I dabble with, financial tracking. So, matter of fact, I'm going to show it. So I'll just say, it have ways that the AI could automate your financial tracking. Check, yeah. Check, realize. No, I should not work out. So now going back to Gemini. So like I said, Gemini is Google's AI. And you see it has this sidebar, which it says explore gems. So when you click on that, it has, different, as they call gems, which is, let's call it GPTs. Now, Storybook, which is one that I'm going to come to, one that I've been dabbling in, is a good one. But they have a lot, which VO3 would technically fall under here as a gem. Sora 2, all the different AI GPTs, or let's say AI models that they have created, would fall under the gems. Good. Now, when we go into Storybook, what this is Gemini's Storybook Creator. So I actually recently did a speech in my Toastmasters meeting talking about this. I mentioned this because what I mentioned is, let's say you're a parent and you want to create your own customized storybooks for you to read to your children every night. You could do that. You could train and teach your children how you see fit using this. And it's so simple, literally. So let's say if you want them to learn specific lessons or life lessons, and maybe you want it to be motivational so that they go sleep with a motivated, feeling motivated, so they wake up feeling, that same energized way. You could do that with this. So you see, it tells you create a customized picture book for either children or adults. Give a topic, an optional target audience, age, and an optional art style for the image. So you see, it's in my 7-year-old doesn't want to sleep over at their grandma's house. Create a storybook to help them cope. I find that's a great one. See this next one. This is a photo of my college roommate, Amelia. She leaves empty mugs everywhere. Write a funny storybook about how she learns, I guess, to do better. I want to click it because then I'm going to open it up. But yeah, using a claymation art style, create a storybook about friendly bees and how useful they really are to Earth, to help my kids understand, the power of bees, let's say. So I want to show this one that I actually generated, which this is the prompt I gave it. My 4-year-old misses her grandfather who lives in another country. Write a storybook to encourage and motivate her to stay positive and that she will see him again soon. Add a learning lesson in it as well. Good. So it wrote the book. I opened it and I had check it out, and I just told it remove the author's name. So it tell me that it have to have an author's name. So I say, okay, change it to this all over it. Good. Now I have my storybook here. And just so if you click on it, you could see it give you a full storybook. Anya sat by the window watching the rain fall. A big sad feeling was in her tummy. She missed her grandpa Arthur very much. Very, very much. What's wrong, sweet pea? Her mommy asked, kneeling down beside her. You look so quiet. Great. Now, yeah, so this is a book. It gives the whole rundown. And if I want, I could listen to it. So I could start from the beginning, and instead of going through it, I could listen
Anya's
to it.
memory box. Anya sat by the window, watching the rain fall. A big, sad feeling was in her tummy. She missed her grandpa Arthur very, very much.
Good.
What's wrong?
So I can pause this. That's just an example. And like how Ray asks about making cash and what we could do with this, this is a good example. What I did with this is I recorded it and I posted it on YouTube, and I have another secondary page that I just dabble with, like creating videos, video editing and thing, and I posted it here. So yeah, right now it's on YouTube.
Anya's memory box.
You could go and watch it.
Anya sat by the window, watching the rain fall.
So for me, if I want, I could say, you know what? I'll create a bunch of storybooks and just post them on YouTube, and people would go and follow them. So this one was short, but I could make maybe longer ones, and yeah, I could make that a thing. I could start making storybooks for children using Gemini Storybook. If I want, I could post them on YouTube, or I could maybe make an offer, put out like, yeah, if you want storybooks customized for your children, reach out to me and I could create that for you. Or like I said, if you want it for personal reasons, you could say, you could say, you know what? Okay, let me create some storybooks so I could read to my daughter, to my son, that maybe I want him to learn the importance of managing your money, let me say. So I'm going to start from young, maybe from 4 years old, and start reading books to them about money management and financial literacy, but storybooks for children about that. I could create my own books. So I like Ray asked a good question here. How they pay us, YouTube and all. That's a whole story by itself. I think maybe I should do a whole episode on that. But bottom line, how it works is based on the views you get paid. So like, you know, whether 50-50, 60-40, YouTube and yourself or whatever platform, the split the revenue, you know, from the ads mainly. So it's ad revenue. So, you know, when you watch the videos and they have the little ads that come up in between, usually the platform making, like, they getting paid for viewing or, you know, putting that ad there, and you get a piece of that. But yeah, so how does YouTube pay us? They have a program for content creators. So like I say, all the different platforms have a program. Some of them set up a little different, but the gist of it is the same. You know, you get a specific amount of money based on the type of content you post, whether it's like long videos or short videos, or, you know, the amount of engagement, which is views and comments and those things you get. And yeah, you get paid out based on, yeah, the traffic, let me say simply. You know, so like I say, if you create a page and you check in, you know what, let me just create storybooks alone, that's actually a good idea, because I could say I see people even close to me that would sit down and watch like maybe hours of YouTube stories, you know, whether it's like about some overcoming some adversity, or maybe like scary stories, or a lot of different things, you know. So these things is really doable, and we might watch it like, man, nobody ain't gonna want to watch my thing, but you'll be surprised, like, once you really come in with good content, once you sit down and you think about like what you going to bring to the market and how you going to do it, and, you know, I just recommend to do some research about what's trending or what people really want to see or what people like. That always the help, you know. If you align with what people done doing or liking, that helping you. So if you could align what you just do already, let me say maybe use an accountant, or use a landscaper, or maybe use a poet, or maybe use a business plan writer, whatever. If you see like maybe nowadays, let me say like the rate cuts and what going on in the financial markets is a big thing, and let's say maybe with what going on with the tariff war and all these different things, you see that, okay, maybe me as a business plan creator, I could align my content that, okay, you know, things might look a little bleak with the tariffs and all what going on, but if you follow this type of plan, you could see your way through. People gonna watch that, you know. So right now, the thing is, in this day and age, it got so much ways to make money. It got so much opportunity. It ain't funny. You know, so it's up to you to find your thing. Like I say, find the greatness that lies within you and nurture it. You know, so Ray, you ask, make an account in your real name. and bank account. So, like you see, I have my Oliver Williams YouTube page, which I just do this podcast on. But now for this, I have, as you see, all over it, which I had created maybe a few years ago. We have a few things on it. Let me see. Okay, so October 2024, so last year. Wow, coming up on a year, man. Wow. And yeah, on it, I have some videos, not really much shots. So I had mainly start with this. I had started doing like shots of like little agricultural quizzes, so just short quizzes that people could go and check out. And then I did this video, like I say, with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Who do you think would win? When they had the fight. I actually had get some good viewership for that one. My views had really rise up high. You see 538 views as opposed to 4 views for what I posted 3 weeks ago. And that's why too I just recommend to see what's trending, see what will work for you. So this was trending at the time, so that's why it gets such good viewership. But yeah, like I said, I created this channel as a kind of playing around when I do my little edits and things, make little videos and post them here, but looking to kind of ramp this up as well. But then, yeah, like I say, my main page is this one that we on, which is the Oliver Williams page. So yes, I use my real name. I haven't got into monetization as yet. So to answer you, how YouTube works is you have to reach to 1,000 subscribers, and I can't remember the amount of watch hours right now out of my head. But a specific amount of watch hours and a specific amount of subscribers, and then you'll start getting paid for your content. Now, other platforms different, like TikTok and those other ones, they a little different in that you don't have to get all subscriptions. Once you get the views and the comments and so on, you could monetize. Facebook too. Facebook, Ray, you could go put your Facebook profile in professional mode, and you could track how much your analytics, your audience, how much people passing and watching whatever you post. And then once you reach to a certain level, then they'll open the earn opportunity for you. Anyways, moving forward. So yeah, if anything, I go check out my next page all over it. If you want to maybe have a nice little book for your children them to listen to. Anya's Memory Box Short Story Book. You don't know. Anyways, moving on. ElevenLabs. So I specifically left this open on this page to see that I've been using this. I recently did a video about the rate cut. So Fed rate cut. All about it. Blam, 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 blam. Bam. So I created this video 3 weeks ago. And instead of me like narrating it, I just
Saint
use
Martin.
like a
This decision could hit your wallet, your job, and your investments.
AI
Let's break it down.
voiceover.
What the Fed is, how rate cuts work, and what this means for you.
So yeah,
One of its most
video
powerful
editing
tools is the
doubling.
federal funds rate. That's the interest rate banks charge each other for overnight loans. When the Fed...
So yeah, this is a video I do on my official page, Oliver and J.R. Williams, about the Fed rate cuts. Being as you know, I just talk about financial literacy. It was an important topic. And I use this ElevenLabs to do the voiceover for me. So I've been using ElevenLabs a while now. Let me go home so you could see how that looks. So when you go on ElevenLabs, it's mainly for like voice. So you could clone your voice, you could narrate, you could do podcast, audio enhancements, a lot of different things. You could do audio books, instant speeches. ElevenLabs is mainly for audio, voice, you know. So like I say, you could clone your own voice, like you see, clone your voice, create a realistic digital clone of your voice. So let me say me doing this podcast, if I tired of doing all this talking, I could clone my voice and just give it a script and leave it read it. You check? And yeah, it have a lot of different other voices. So these is new ones that just come online. And yeah, you could do text to speech, voice changer, sound effects, voice isolator, you know, different options. And for my buy Ray, let me just go one time into the paid. So they got free version, which is supposed to be here. I have the free version, I didn't upgrade. But you just get like a large amount of credits. So if you see, I have 10,000 credits. And for this, the Fed rate cut video that I do, the script that I had put in, it only would have taken 3,600. So I would have had leftover. So I could have maybe do 2 videos, 3 videos, and then I would have exhaust my credits. But it does recharge every month if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, going back to the costs, like I say, for hobbyists, you could pay $5 a month. Let me make sure. Yeah, so that's monthly. $5 a month. Then you got $11 a month, then $100 a month, $330 a month, $120 per month, and then custom if you special. But yeah, this is a good tool to use, especially like how we talk about like right now people doing like faceless YouTube channels and faceless pages and all these things. This is one of the main tools that I use. So let me give you a simple rundown. Most people, what they'll do, me included, you go ChatGPT. Okay, yeah, I was on plans. And you say, you know what? Okay, I suppose I have it here. Or instead of searching for it, I could it's right here. So I ain't go search it. So yeah, you could transcribe your videos, you could post story post for your video. But yeah, Fed rate cut. So yeah, I tell it. Yeah, I had a lot of chats. I had a lot of edits. So let's go back to the top. Hey EOS, I want you to write a script for me about the Fed rate cuts. It's now September 25 and it is believed that the Fed will cut rates. I want you to write a script talking about this. Mention what it is, how it works, and what this means for people in the US and for people outside of the US. Maybe add what the Fed is too. I want this script to create a nice video with the hopes of it going viral. This is a trending topic right now, so I plan to capitalize on that. So make it a good script that people will be engaged with. Great. So it did just that. It gave me a script and then I gave it some edits. Okay, I like the script you put together. I would like you to format it with clear pacing, tone, and emphasis markers so it flows well in a voice over. Good. So, you know, good. Yeah. Eh, eh, eh. I don't know. I know why this is for. So yeah, I created this script. Then I went and I put it in ElevenLabs, whereas ElevenLabs generated this nice voiceover in this voice. I could have choose what voice I wanted. You know, so if I want
Just
Alice,
trust yourself, then you will know how to live.
As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
good. So you could choose what voice
Life
you
without
want.
love is like a tree without blossoms or fruit.
Good. And just saying too, if you want, you could put it in other languages as well and get other languages as well. So yeah, like I say, somebody like me, I go ChatGPT, create the script, ElevenLabs, 11 labs, and get a script voiceover, and then now I got a voiceover. I could just add some B-roll, add some stock images, or whatever visuals I want to add, and I could post a video. You as well. Now, that being said, Capcut is a great use for video editing, but I'll come to that as well. Now, this I want to talk about as well. So, especially for, let's say, assistants and executives, people who maybe in meetings a lot. Maybe you're accountant, lawyer, business, whatever business professional you are. You could use this OtterAI, which is spelled OTTER, OtterAI, which is used mainly for a meeting agent. It does transcribe, give you meeting notes, and different things of that nature. So let's say if you somebody who does have a lot of meetings on like maybe Zoom or Google Meet or Teams, and you need to, okay, yes, you could record it, but let's say if you need to take minutes, you could use OtterAI. It'll take minutes for you, it'll transcribe for you, and yeah. Let's see, log in so I can show you what I am. Yes, continue as I Selassie. Don't worry. Lazy. I don't know. It's like a lazy brain people. So this is a good example of the OtterAI. So it transcribed. I gave it a clip of one of the podcasts, and I had it like transcribe the podcast for me. Transcript. So give me the transcript, but then it give me a summary as well. Check. Going back. Let's say I could connect my Zoom account. So you see, it say connect your Zoom account so no taker can join meetings you host. So like I say, with this, I could exactly speech to text. So with this, I could have it as like a background, all right, like an assistant in Zoom while I am the meeting. I don't have to take no meeting notes. I could just be focused on the meeting and delivering to the customer or whoever. And then afterwards, I could go back and check back the meeting notes. So let's say if you a leader or you part of a board and leaders have meetings often, Otter AI is a good way to take your meeting notes. You could share your meeting notes with others easily, quickly. You could actually collaborate with people in here and yeah, integrate and connect other applications that you just use here. Let's say Dropbox, Zapier, all these different things. But yeah, speech to text. Now, OpusClip. OpusClip is another great one. OpusClip is a video clipping tool, which you could take one long form video and then get 10, as it says, viral clips. But really and truly, it'll be more. But literally, you could just drop a link and you could get clips or upload files. So whether you have the file on your computer and you want to upload it, or if you decide, yeah, you want to just go on YouTube, take the link, let me say, I decide, you know what, I want to get some short form videos of my podcast. I could come in here and say, you know what, okay, let me take the link, come back here to OpusClip, put in a link, get 3 clips. So I have used this already, but I just wanted to show you, you know, from scratch. No problem, Ray. Like you say, you know, we gotta touch base. We gotta touch base. I'm curious to hear what you're thinking. And yes. Modern stenographer. And yeah, so yeah, get clips in one click. Oh, you see, so I don't have enough credits to cover the length of the video. So because I've been using it already, I unable to show you how it does work, but Capcut have a similar feature. So I'll bring that up to show you using Capcut. Boom, bam. So Capcut, yeah, projects, yeah, we'll do things. Now, long video to shorts. So now understand, Capcut is another great platform, and they also now come in with a lot of AI capabilities and making video editing. Exactly, I finished out the free trial. That to show you I using these things. And yeah, so Capcut is a great video editing platform, but now they make it a lot more easier because they also incorporate AI. So now you could do video correction, you could do audio correction using AI. You know, I won't dive too much into Capcut. Capcut good, but it's like the worst. I love that one. So I click the long video to short, and I don't know how come it's showing it like this on this screen, but I just wanted to show like I had create some here once it work with me. I want to show it to you. I want you to see how it'll look. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. So as you could see, this is one of my all over it podcast videos. This was episode 17 about dividends, and I do the same thing. I take the clip and it give me some short videos. So let's say this one is about 3 minutes and 55 seconds. It's the next one, 3 minutes and 44 seconds. So around 4 minutes, 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes. And then give me a good bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what are we? 14. 14 short videos that I could now take and just export. Literally, just click export, and then it'll load the project, and it'll ask me where I want to export it to, and then now I got a bunch of short form videos I could post on my, whether YouTube, on my Facebook, on my TikTok, and yeah, so I actually did that. So my same Fed rate cut video, I actually posted on my TikTok as well, because I ended up just reframing it in 9x16, and yeah. So and yeah, Capcut, another great platform. But yeah, working just the same is OpusClip. Like I say, you put in your long form video, and what I like about OpusClip is it does tell you like the chances of it going viral. You know, like it'll give you other information other than that. You know, so you got me laughing self. You got me laughing self. This oracle, telling you. Anyways, I coming down to a close. I know a lot of different things I talk about. Yeah, OpusClip. Gamma, which is a presentation creator. Literally, you put in whatever you want, and it'll create a nice presentation for you. So you see a presentation about galaxies and how they are formed, and it creates a whole presentation for you, and you could edit it, choose your theme, change the video, the images in it, all that good stuff. So making life easy. N8N. N8N is another great one. N8N now is for automation. So AI workflow automation. Let me just simply put it like that. So let me go in the templates and show you, let's say, yeah, you could build your first AI agent using N8N. You have different basic things, generate AI viral videos with VO3 and upload to TikTok. So now understand, this is automation. This is now you set this up and it's doing it for you. So just like how I showed you just now with VO3, you could generate AI image, AI videos. This would maybe put in a prompt in VO3, then take the video that was generated. Once it deem it look good, it'll follow whatever parameters. Then it'll automatically upload it to TikTok for you. So like how we talk about creating pages and different things like that, you could create your own page. Let's say maybe you want a motivational page, you could create that, and then have VO3 create motivational videos for you. One I want to show that I actually had dabbled with is so I actually was dabbling with this, a financial tracker using N8N, and I did successfully get one running. Simple financial. I see here. But yeah, so it got different things you could do with it. So, you know, they have ones that you could create simple financials. So let's say a personal financial assistant, track personal finances with GPT-4 via Telegram and Google Sheets. You know, so that's something I know some people might want or need. let's say if you go to sales, table simple finance, sales, scrape recent news about the company before a call. So let's say maybe if you somebody that have to do Zoom calls with different companies, you could scrape the internet, recent news about the company before, create Salesforce account based on Google Sheet data. So like how we talk about opportunities, these are things that you could do or create, set up, that now you could, let me say, position yourself as a AI consultant, let me say, doing these things for somebody. So let's say if you decide, okay, customer onboard automation with HubSpot, you could pitch yourself as a customer onboarding assistant, and then now you'll just use this automation to make your job easier. But yeah, as you could see, 770 for sales, but in total 6,041 workflow automation templates. So all these is templates. You could go create your own, but you could also just follow a template that makes your life easier. And then yeah, like we talk about writing the storybook, you could actually write a book with AI as well. So yeah, like it says Scribbler, AI story writer. You have other ones, so that's why I didn't open it, because they have multiple ones. Pseudo write. They have publishing.ai, AI book writer. Daily, create AI book writer, self-publishing platform. So right now is whatever you want to do. Honestly, I got certain things that look lovable. Another one I was going to say certain things I forgot to mention, but lovable. That's right. This is not the. So yeah, Lovable is another AI platform that you could create apps and websites by chatting with AI, which I have done. See, I dabble with creating my website right here on Lovable too, and it give you a good, it'll do a decent job. Can't knock it. It'll do a decent job. See? Cultivating nature, crafting quality. Yeah. That look good now. That ain't me, but that nice picture too. What our customers say, yeah. Quick. Check. Another one I want to show is see, credits. All these things use up the credits. That's from the community. This is it. So one thing I wanted to mention too, I also talked about in one of my previous episodes, creating a financial tracker slash journal app, which it could be like a one-stop shop for all of my information, in a sense of like tracking my personal finances, even business, and yeah, it'll load. Hello. I want to show you this before I close off. Read that. I know I show a lot of different things, or no. My boy David, no. Ui. Yeah. Come on, man. This is the last thing, man. Okay. While it's low, let me just say one thing AI for is saving time and multiplying productivity. As you could see, I just use it for a lot of use cases, whether business, farming, podcasting, creative projects. I just use it for, let me say, if I want to do something in the garden, if something looking odd, they got a plant in app. That, but I don't use my chat GPT like that too. Like I say, with the podcasting, of course, with creative projects, even open. So even with the, let me say, plants, I was checking here and say, Martin, our pH what from GB high, and the water chlorinated. So I dabble with creating a pH slash chlorine regulator, which would be in line in the pose, type vibe. So yeah, dabble with creativity and a lot of different things. So anyways, my financial tracking app, which you put in your email, you put your password. See, don't even remember my own password. What a thing. You're making me look bad. Okay. Let me just do it this way. You're making me look bad, man. Wow. Trying to preview it for the people and you're making me look bad, man. Anyways, mainly because on this too, I exhausted my freeness. Let me put it like that. But long story short, I created this financial tracking app, which I really wanted to get him to show you what it looking like on the inside. I really would love for it to allow me to. But long story short, yeah, exactly. I gotta upgrade. Don't worry, coming online just now. Just some final tweaks I gotta make, and then I on it. I use it a little bit already to test it out, but I ain't like publish it as yet. So ain't like gone online as yet. So I just been dabbling it with it here in like the workspace where it was created. But yeah, just know full app created off of, hang on, like this was my prompt though. So I used ChatGPT to create a nice outlined prompt of what I want from this, and it gave me exactly what I want, with some little minor, okay, good. Don't worry. Still less, my brother. Don't worry. Once she online for all a week. Good. I was thinking to add like reminders and so on, like a calendar section where like you could put reminders. Trust me, when this online, she gonna be good. But anyways, that's that and that. This it. My boy say me myself lost many accounts for my password. You see, I believe you. I know how that go too. But yeah, love alone, my brother. Trust me, I don't forget that statement too. And yeah, just know this could be used for personal growth, but also for business. So consider like where you is, what you just do in your life, and how this or any of these things could make your life easier. Let me say like if you in agriculture, AI right now, changing agriculture totally. That whole nother story. If you want to hear about that, I got a whole video about that separate, like where I did my credits info session. I talk about the advancements with AI in agriculture. But it's amazing now what AI doing and how it automating things for us. Oh my gosh, you got me laughing here tonight. I ain't gonna lie, knowledge. Real dark. Or cold. Got me laughing. So I curious to know before I go, who in the chat use ChatGPT, does use it, or what is your favorite AI tool? We check. Hey, you got me cracking up. You got me cracking up here tonight. But one thing I gotta say, I love the interaction. I appreciate the love on the chat for sure. But now, one thing I gotta say, I know why. I know how why stay, and this is a person that is not a fan of AI. Let me say like that. So I understand why you feel like that. But for me, I'm here to say like, yeah, AI can take over my life and just do everything for me. But I would say I don't see why I shouldn't use it to automate redundant processes to make life more streamlined. That's one thing I'm all for. Streamline processes, optimizing life, doing things like I just operate like that. Like I like to do things in the best way possible or analyze what is the best approach to take. So right now, that's why AI has been such a game changer for me, because it gives me that ability and way faster. Yeah, course, it used to be hallucinating and thing, and that's something you should look out for. In a sense of hallucinations in AI is when they just give you like hypothetical information. So it'll just create something what it think it you might want to hear. But that another thing for me, this is another tip. I put in my instructions, don't give me no hypothetical, give me real information. If it is something hypothetical, say it. You check? So yeah, I you gotta know how to train your thing. Just like how people are trained the dog, just like how when you buy a new car, you gotta get a feel of it and test it out, read the manual. Now you're creating your own manual for how your car will work, you know? Yeah. When GPT current and the net cut and the satellite go missing, people will be yeah, actually, got me laughing. Oi, on that note. For those who for AI and open to testing it and using it, and realizing that yes, I got to use my brain still, but I could use this as a tool to assist me. Understand too. Some people is approach AI with AI gotta give me everything, but not me. I just come with information. I just come say, okay, I doing this, and this. This is what I need from you. Or let me say maybe I working on this project. Maybe we could work on that together. Boom, But bottom line, a lot of people feel like AI will replace them, but AI won't replace people. People who use AI will replace people who don't. Yeah, so that's a shift that's going on in the world right now. And just like when they had agricultural age into the industrial age into the technological age, and these different things. Yes, I would love to see that clip. Just And yeah, look, this is it here simply. Execute and automate tasks with high level of knowledge, plain and simple. So if you know you just already have to execute a task a lot of times, why not automate it? Yeah, only that can replace me. That is it. So that's why I ain't afraid of AI. I could tell you that. Promise you that. Nobody could be Oliver Williams. Nobody could be David. Nobody could be Elizabeth. Nobody could be Ray. Have a blessed night, Ray. Nobody could be us. We are unique, uniquely created by God. So this fear of AI and AI taking over and AI that make people dumb is how you approach things. Any tool could make you dumb if you put all your faith in it. But yeah, I know nothing can replace me. I know nothing can replace you. But a lot of people are afraid of being replaced on the job, in life in general, But understand, this is a tool. It's just a tool. Just like you use a hammer, just like you use a drill, just like you use your car to get from point A to point B. This is another car, another tool, another drill that you could use to make your life easier. So that's the point I want to make. So for my recap, let me say, we talk about a lot of things here today. I know I share a lot of information. I know. Bear with me. And I recommend, I encourage you that to replay this episode, share it with somebody else if you know they're curious about AI. I know, and we know why not curious. But if you know somebody that's curious, share it with them and show them the opportunities that they have at their fingertips. Honestly, I touched the tip of the iceberg. It got so much AI platforms, AI usages right now. Like another usage I've been dabbling with right now is architectural designs and so on. And check. So, like one thing, I just put these AI to the test. So if I don't want to use it because I'm afraid I work or this and that, I testing it for you. I going to see if it working for what we want it to work for. Trust. You see, I like that my boy David checking. Yeah, he willing to test with me too. So don't worry, we gonna test. And yeah, understand. It got a lot. But you gotta just find what's for you. Like I say, find whatever greatness lies within you and nurture it. And exactly, just like how we transition from carbon paper and typewriter to this now. Exactly, the wall is all about ages and timings and what's relevant in the time. And right now, this is AI time. Before, like I say, it was computers, then smartphones come online and all these things, But now it's AI. So don't get lost, don't get left behind, don't get left while everybody on the wave riding it. You check? Is it? My translation gadget got me feeling like a spy. Okay, good. KGB or CIA? Let me know. MI6, MI6, MI6. You in UK, so it gotta be MI6. Look, I'm so glad you joined on today. Real talk, real talk. I appreciate you for joining. I appreciate you for joining. I try to close off, but you're giving me such good interaction. Anyways. So just a quick recap. We talk a lot about a lot today. Talk about what AI is. I give a definition, how it working, how it helping. I talk about a lot of tools, ChatGPT, DALL, Canva, OpusClip, ElevenLabs, OpenArt. I talk about the power of training your AI and verifying your outputs. So all of that go with the hallucination. Like I say, for me, long before AI, I've been a person, I like verification. If somebody tell me something, I ain't gonna just take that as a gospel. I gonna go check back, check resources, check research, and see if that's the truth. Like they say, if you get 3 sources that give you the same information, usually, sometimes, most times, that's accurate information, especially if you're using like scholar articles and things. And that's one thing Perplexity good for it. It'll use like scholarly readings for the research and all them things. So really good, really good, really good, And yeah, so like I say, I like verification. So I just make sure verify the information that I get from any of these AIs, ChatGPT. Like I said, I put it to the test. It give me something. I just check back, make sure that's valid, that's real data. Check back, make sure, okay, I asked you for this. You sure that's what I asked you for? Or what I do now too? If I ask it for something, I'll tell it, okay, give me some added questions to, gain some more detail about what I talking about, maybe things that I might miss, or maybe give me some suggestions of things that I might miss. And we'll really like expound, get down to the real nitty gritty of what you're looking for. And then you could use it how you want. Really good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. So a good example is that app. So I create a prompt in ChatGPT to create that app on Lovable. And yeah, I went in, I check in, look, they have anything you think I should add? Maybe things I might have forget, I might have overlooked, that would be great to add in this, and give me some good suggestions. They ask me 1 or 2 questions, checking, yeah, you think maybe you might want this, you might want that. Me answer it. When you're done, checking, okay, give me a nice, clear, concise prompt. You could use that back now. Bam. Simple, so I know, talk about a lot of things. Power of training the AI, verifying your outputs. And yeah, like I say, AI is not here to replace us. It's here to amplify us, to make us stronger, So use it as your creative partner, your problem solver, your brainstorm buddy. Don't fear it, but master it, So my challenge to you, dabble with it tonight, tomorrow, sometime this week. Open up, whether it's ChatGPT or any of these other ones I talk about in this episode, whichever one resonates deeply with you. Open it, type in a question or whatever, see where it takes you. Ask it maybe to help you with a speech, ask it for a business idea, ask it anything. I know a friend that has used it for motivational messages every morning. So like how they got people that are send you every morning on WhatsApp, them pictures, images, motivation, good morning, yeah, blessings, and you could have ChatGPT create that for you. That ain't taking away from your knowledge or your self. Yeah. Like that one. With 4 with the same info means 3 stolen from 1. Well, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I'd say you got to verify. So if somebody tell you the sky blue, that ain't necessarily mean you have to believe that. You could go and verify from other places. So I wouldn't say like, yeah, if 4 person have the same info, that means 3 steal it from 1. But anyways, yeah, like I said, dabble with it. And yeah, if this episode helped you see AI differently, share it with someone who needs to catch up with the future. Yeah, as always, blessings. And I appreciate the love and support, and keep pushing, keep creating, and keep elevating. That's my message to you. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I know your brain's fresh. And yeah, so what you're saying is, you don't know. But yeah, love alone, my people, love alone. And yeah, as usual, I thank you for joining me on this another episode of the All Over It podcast. I figured out what's coming, so no problem. And yeah, like I say, we're growing. Welcome my new viewers that was on today. And yeah, like I say, subscribe, comment, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Good stuff alone. All of us sharing here on the All Over It podcast. So, love alone. I will see you guys here next week for another great episode of the All Over It podcast. And that being said, I hope you have a blessed night forward and a blessed week ahead. Let me just say hello to my friend Natalie in the chat. Shout out Natalie one time. And yeah, blessings and love, my people. Have a blessed one. And I'll get you here next week. Or you could always find me on my social media. Reach out to me if you need me. Anything here interests you, reach out to me. We can have a discussion. I am soon a certified AI consultant. Good. So yeah, don't know. I have a blessed one. And we see each other next week.